Rubber duckies are commonplace in almost every child's bathtub. They've even been immortalized by Ernie himself on Sesame Street. Yet the rubber duck that's on its way to our region looms unimaginably larger. It is a duck of gargantuan proportions, and it is a work of art. It's also a global sensation that is making its North American debut right here in our region in Pittsburgh, thanks to the efforts of the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. Kevin McMahon is back with us. He's president and CEO of the Trust. And welcome. Good to see you again.
Thank you, Bill. Happy to be here, especially on such a great occasion.
A great occasion coming up the end of the week. The rubber duck comes to Pittsburgh.
It does indeed. This coming Friday, actually, be on the Roberto Clemente Bridge about 5:30, 6 p.m. We've closed the bridge down. We're having a great party in conjunction with the Cultural Trust's quarterly gallery crawl. So there'll be a lot of other activities going on, but the real attraction, as you said, is this gigantic rubber duck.
All right. Well, tell me about the rubber duck. I mean, I mentioned it's been around the world. What is this thing all about?
So the Cultural Trust every 4 years or so puts together something we call the Pittsburgh International Festival of Firsts, and we bring to Pittsburgh a group of incredible artists from around the world who are bringing their work to Pittsburgh for the first time anywhere in the United States. Their art comes here. We always try at the beginning of the festival to have a kickoff event, if you will. And that's a struggle, because how do you do something each time that's bigger and better than the last time? So a colleague of mine, Paul Organizak, was in Sydney, Australia, a couple of years ago. Outside of the Sydney Opera House, there was this enormous yellow duck sitting in the harbor, and he emailed me and said, "Kevin, I think I've got it." And the Cultural Trust has had a long relationship with artists of the Netherlands, and Florentijn Hofman, who is a fairly prominent artist from the Netherlands. We contacted him and said, "What's the plan for this duck? And has it ever been to the United States?" He said, "I am looking to have this duck go to other major cities in the world. No one has talked to me yet from the United States." Paul said, "We'd like to have it come first to the United States in Pittsburgh," and we have these wonderful rivers. So
wow.
the rest is history.
And this thing is really, really big, right?
It is really, really big. It is huge. It's 4 stories high, about 35 feet wide, and it will come up the Ohio River, underneath the West End Bridge, just barely, and underneath the Fort Duquesne Bridge, just barely, and sort of float right outside of the 6th Street Roberto Clemente Bridge during the evening of Friday the 27th. And then for the next 3.5 weeks, it will be moored sort of right near the point, on the Allegheny River side of the point, really sort of taking a quack at the, so to speak, at the fountain.
Oh, we're going to get tired of these
Yes,
puns.
we are.
I can see that. I can see that coming already. So this is the kickoff, but there's a whole series of events that are happening as part of this, and you can find them all on, I'm sure, your website, trustarts.org.
Thank you.
Any
yes.
one
Yeah.
of them that
well,
really?
I mean,
in addition to the duck.
In addition to the duck, and of course we all want to see the duck. There is some also other great art, some great visual art at our Wood Street galleries and some of our other galleries in town. But also, I guess if I had to pick something that I'm particularly looking forward to, there's a piece called Zimmerman and De Perot, which is a company from Switzerland, and we're going to be presenting their work at the August Wilson Center, actually. And if you can imagine a gigantic square cut up into 4 pieces with a number of half a dozen actors and actresses performing within this vertical square, as the square continually tilts. So the point is, in this topsy-turvy world that we all live in, where one day you think you're all set, the ceiling is above you, the floor is below you, you blink and suddenly it's the reverse of that.
So it's literally going to be rotating
literally
on stage
rotating
while they're
around
performing.
while they're performing inside, and hopefully there will be no mishaps.
Yeah,
these
really.
are talented people.
I would hope so, and acrobatic as well, I guess, to be able to pull that off. Well, this is exciting. Sounds like there's a lot of fun stuff. trustarts.org?
Trustarts.org/first, or
But you
just
can just-
trustarts.org.
Okay, and you can just show up at the bridge, right? Friday
The
night?
duck free, total free event, gallery crawl, total free event. It will go on until about 10:30 p.m. We've partnered with the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership so that they're actually helping us with all of the vendors that are going to be on the bridge. We're going to have great food, beverages. It's going to be a terrific night for everyone, and we're hoping that we'll have thousands upon thousands of people that come down and experience art in a brand new way.
And a great big duck. Kevin McMahon from the Cultural Trust, thanks so much.
Thanks a lot, Bill.
And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.